Welcome to Quiz Off. Today, a general knowledge mix of 10 categories. On the 7th of January 1835, the HMS Beagle drops anchor off the Chonos Archipelago in Chile. Who was on that ship? Charles Darwin. On the 7th of January 1959, the United States recognizes the new Cuban government led by whom? Fidel Castro. On the 7th of January 1954, the first public demonstration of a machine translation system is held in New York at the head office of which company? IBM. On the 7th of January 1999, the Senate trial in the impeachment of which U.S. president begins? Bill Clinton. The 7th of January 1992 was the last day of Test cricket for which World Cup winning Pakistani captain? Imran Khan. On the 7th of January 1948, Kentucky Air National Guard pilot Thomas Mantle crashes while in pursuit of what? A supposed UFO. On the 7th of January 1935, which Italian leader and French Foreign Minister Pierre Laval signed the Franco-Italian Agreement? Benito Mussolini. On the 7th of January 1931, Guy Menzies flies the first solo non-stop trans-Tasman flight from Australia to New Zealand in how much time? "11 hours and 45 minutes. On the 7th of January 1904, which distress signal is established only to be replaced 2 years later by SOS? CQD. On the 7th of January 1610, Galileo Galilei makes his first observation of the four moons, Ganymede, Callisto, Io and Europa, of which planet? Jupiter. On the 7th of January 1980, U.S. President Jimmy Carter authorizes legislation giving $1.5 billion in loans to bail out which corporation? Chrysler. On the 7th of January 1608, what destroys Jamestown, Virginia? Fire. On the 7th of January 1927, which team played their first game in Hinckley, Illinois? Harlem Globetrotters. On the 7th of January 1985, which country launches Sakigake, their first interplanetary spacecraft and the first deep space probe to be launched by any country other than the United States or the Soviet Union? Japan. On the 7th of January 1894, Thomas Edison makes a kinetoscopic film of someone sneezing. On the same day, his employee, William Kennedy Dixon, receives a patent for which invention? Motion picture film. On the 7th of January 1927, the first transatlantic commercial telephone service is established from which cities? New York City to London. Which American actor born on the 7th of January 1964, is the nephew of director Francis Ford Coppola? Nicolas Cage. On the 7th of January 1558, French troops, led by Francis, Duke of Guise, take Calais, the last continental possession of which country? England. Which Formula One racing driver born on the 7th of January 1985 has won the most races? Lewis Hamilton. On the 7th of January 1782, which becomes the first American commercial bank to open? The Bank of North America. On the 7th of January 1979, Cambodian city Phnom Penh falls to the advancing Vietnamese troops, driving out which leader in the Khmer Rouge? Pol Pot. Thanks for taking part in this quiz. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. We have more exciting quizzes in store with different topics, so be sure to check them out. Until next time.